The Billionaire's Fake Marriage, a fake marriage romance. Crystal Beach Resort Series. Written by Hart. Narrated by Daniel James Lewis for Hot Ghost Productions. Chapter 1. Riley. Riley was just about to end her shift. She'd kept the restaurant open for an extra hour to sit and talk with her favorite customer, Gabriella, the girl who always stayed late and always drank a copious amount of coffee for it being after midnight. "Closing up?" Gabriella asked. Riley worked as a waitress at Mugg's Coffee House, a poorly named local diner that was open until midnight. The owner had intended for it to be a hip cafe, with its young barn-board walls and wrought iron decor, but it seemed to appeal to local truckers as much as it did to students. It was 1:10 in the morning, and Gabriella was Riley's last customer. "Yep," Riley said with a sharp intake of breath, loading the pie plate and empty coffee cup into her forearm. "For 5 luxurious hours, and then we open for breakfast." "Wow," Gabriella laughed, flipping her dark hair behind her shoulders. "Live it up, girl." Riley rolled her eyes playfully and nodded her thanks to the girl. "Got any plans?" the 20-something woman asked, following Riley to the counter and pulling out her wallet. "At 1?" Riley snorted, tossing the dirty dishes into a rubber bin and feeding it through the window to the kitchen. "Yeah, I'm ready to party, can't you tell?" she laughed, gesturing toward her coffee-stained apron. "Come out with me," Gabriella insisted, nearly bouncing in her chair. The two had become something like friends over the 4 years that Gabriella had been coming into Mugg's. They had gone out together on a few occasions, but weren't exactly girlfriends. "Can't," Riley shrugged. "Why, you have a date?" Before Riley had the chance to answer, Gabriella smacked both her hands on the counter. "Oh," she said with a drawn-out tone that implicated they were about to get into some serious girl talk. "She's ready to move on already. Spill, tell me everything." "No," Riley yelped and could feel her face go hot. She was far from ready to move on. She'd only been single for 2 years and divorced for less than 1. While that might seem like a long time to some, it wasn't nearly long enough to get over Joshua. "Riley," Gabriella said, widening her heavily made-up eyes. "It's been too long," she enunciated. "It's time to get back out there. I know the perfect guy for you if you don't mind putting up with a little BS." "Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm done with BS for now," she laughed. "Then forget about guys. Can we, please?" "You need a girls' night," her customer said with a sudden grin. "I'm having one," Riley said, turning to face the woman. "With my daughter." "A 3-year-old cannot party like a 25-year-old at 1 a.m, just so you know." Gabriella laughed. Really? I guess I should stop taking her to clubs then." "And how is little Zoe?" "Good." "Well, she'd better be flippin' great if she's stealing you away from me tonight." "I'm pretty sure daughter trumps customer," Riley laughed, slapping the bill down on the counter and sliding it over to Gabriella with one finger. "Is this a hard and fast rule?" "Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's an always rule." "Ah, Riley," Gabriella said, drawing the back of her hand to her forehead in dramatic fashion. "You'll miss me when I'm gone." "You're never gone," Riley snorted. "I wake up, you're here. I close up, you're here." The two exchanged a friendly laugh, and Gabriella buttoned up her shiny white blazer as she stood. She set some money on the counter and offered Riley an enigmatic smile. "You'll be missing me," she said as she made her way toward the door. "Wait, your change!" Gabriella waved her off. "Keep it!" Riley looked down and felt her pulse speed up as she saw a crisp $100 bill on the metal countertop. She blinked in surprise and couldn't help the enormous smile that pulled at the corner of her lips. She wasn't sure what the girl did for a living, but by the way she dressed and the ridiculous tip she'd just left, it was clear money wasn't an issue for her.
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.